Hello, my name is Chris Corpus, and I volunteered for a day for Habitat for Humanity, and this is a picture that I took in Oakland off of Eads Ave. Part 1. History and current issues for this activity. Now, looking at the historical perspective, the reason why predominantly this particular activity has been a male gender activity is because of the rigorous work and the labor that it consists of. The work that involves heavy lifting, hammering, sawing, and heavy machinery, or the operation of heavy machinery. And this involves a lot of dangerous work, and so a lot of women aren't very open to working in this field. However, even though it's favorable to women, there's still a percentage of women that work in the industry. And in 1993, about 617,000 women were working in the construction field. And by the year 2000, that figure had jumped to 886,000. And currently, they make up about 10% of the construction industry in the whole U.S. And this is just to show that the numbers are growing, and there are women more and more each year that are participating in the construction industry. And this is just a breakdown of the statistics of where they got that 10% from. As you can see, women in construction currently are about 1 million women in the field. And this statistic just shows the amount of how much women are so active that there are women-owned firms that are currently on the rise. From 1997 to 2002, the red bar indicates the year 1997, and the blue bar indicates the year 2002. And as you can see, the rise, the 20% rise between those years of women-owned firms in the construction sector. And I'm going to mention 2 women-empowered organizations. The first one is NAWIC, and it's National Association of Women in Construction. They began in 1953 with 16 women working in the construction industry, and these women are true advocates of women empowerment because they have grown to become a really strong association, a support network that have grown worldwide. I mean, they have sectors all over the United States as well as all over the world. And these women have come from tradeswomen all the way up to business owners. The second one I'm going to mention is the Women Build for Habitat for Humanity. And these women are volunteers who build houses. And they build houses to raise the awareness and to address problems of housing and poverty. And this association began in 1991 in North Carolina. And currently there are about in 2009, there were more than 7,000 volunteers that have joined Women Build. As you can see, there has been historical changes in participation of women in the construction field. It's growing every year, and the successes of these organizations such as NAWIC and Women Build truly proves female empowerment and through these male-dominant activities such as construction. Part 2. Relationship to class material. Now, the traditional ideals for this type of leisure for the opposite gender is because that males were considered the stronger sex. According to the Victorian ideal, the women were considered the weaker sex, and so therefore they weren't able to work in the construction field because of the fact that they had to live up to certain standards called the Victorian ideal. The The Victorian ideal is a myth to promote the female goodness, and these female goodness encompass certain traits such as being delicate, being of white heritage, passive, obedient to their husband, circumspectness of behavior, and attractiveness. And if these women participated in any leisure activity that was outside their home or involved them to express certain emotions, it was considered unorthodox or unruly. Now, there were three types of constraints. Out of the three, I picked the intrapersonal constraint, and I picked this because it's not that these women didn't have the time or the money that limited them from wanting to participate in construction. It was mainly because of the fact that they just didn't have the desire to participate in construction. And construction has always been a male-dominant activity because of that spark of interest that men had towards construction. And so the constraint that a lot of women face with construction is just that desire and that want to participate in the construction field. Now, my experience in relation to the class materials, I really feel that women who participate in this leisure activity, such as construction, has somewhat of a feminist heart. And I say this because these women that participate in NAWIC and Women Build truly hold themselves as fighters in a male-dominant world, you know. And so because of this, I believe that if I could describe them, I would describe them as cultural feminists. And it's not a bad thing, it's a great thing, and I believe that they're truly doing something. They're advocates of cultural transformation. NAWIC, for example, has provided great leadership over a long period of time, and they have grown in success. They have become nationwide as well as worldwide, and that just proves that matriarchal framework that they have put in their position as women in the construction industry. Some of the constraints that I did face, there weren't that many. I mean, I was really excited for this experience, but the only constraint I probably had was physically, because I am fairly thin, and so for me to have to lift things, lift heavy things, was probably something I won't be able to be physically fit to do for long periods of time. Part 3, reflection on my personal learning. Now, some of the challenges I did face was using the caulk gun. I mean, it was really difficult to use. The other challenge I had was probably just familiarizing myself and getting comfortable with the surrounding. I mean, everywhere I walked, it was just stuff everywhere, you know, and so if you didn't watch where you're going, you could have fallen and slipped. Some of the feelings I had, I was really excited when I got there. I wanted to learn new things, experience new things. I wanted to really get myself out of my element, and I really wanted to get my hands dirty and feel like a boy. Some of the insights I gained through this experience was what men can do, women can do better. I'm just kidding. That was just a joke. But I learned that physically we really can accomplish anything we set our minds to. And seeing a lot of women there at the Habitat for Humanity, it really showed me that these women are just so empowered in what they do. You know, they go to work every day, and they don't just go to work, but, you know, they show that women can do what men can do. And I think it's a great thing that, you know, they have set themselves to really be empowered in their career. And these are pictures from the Habitat for Humanity that I had taken. I do plan on doing this again. I want to experience more of the hard labor this time, so I have volunteered in a build-a-thon in April where we build